So Drake dropped Iceman along with 2 other albums. Did y'all know he was dropping multiple albums?
Nah, I ain't know.
We were just going along with
we just talk about J. Cole with his stuff.
Remember, everybody was so called with just Iceman.
Yeah, I didn't know about the other 2 albums he was dropping. That was Maid of Honor and Habibti. So I guess Iceman is supposed to be the regular hip-hop album. Maid of Honor, one of them was the Eurodance album, and one of them was just underground
R&B
album.
Yeah.
Drake melody is
melodic Drake.
Melody
So basically, yeah, I do think it was a lot to hit people with in one day. I think Drake would have been better off putting the releases, spacing them out.
Nah, Drake proved what. Drake proved he's still that dude. Like, Drake has 24 to 25 top hits right now.
Yeah.
Drake delivered. Round of applause for Drake, man. And I know the haters are gonna say, oh, you're glazing. How can you make a review after 2 days? But equally, how can you make a negative review after 2 days? It goes both ways. Drake delivered on this Iceman album. What do you want me to tell you? He went in. This album is one of them ones, all right? And if you've listened to it front to back to front, then you'll know. If you know Bull, then you'll know that this Drake album, I'm calling it now, will rank high in Drake's catalog.
He proved
those are people who are Drake fans.
Does it matter?
It does.
No, it doesn't.
It does because there's a lot of people. It's a lot of people that's not saying that the album is good.
To be almost 40 years old as a rapper and to still have the same subject matter when you rap, there's a problem with that. Y'all will call me weird. Y'all will call me strange. Y'all will say, yo, you're too old for that. So I'm not understanding why Drake is getting this pass for having this weak subject matter that he consistently talks about on every single album. That's the reason why I do not like the album.
People wanted to hear, is Drake gonna come back to himself? If he gonna drop, that's the reason why, the anticipation. So the numbers is inflated. And once people started listening to it, a lot of people like, yeah.
We will see if it's
outside of Drake fans.
Drake's long-awaited album dropped 2 days ago, and it's already seen a decrease in 80 million views. The ice has melted. A lot of people got mad at me when I said, as somebody that likes Drake, I really wasn't rocking with the Iceman album, but obviously a lot of people weren't rocking with it either. He had one song chart #1 for about 17 hours, and then obviously everybody stopped listening because Nicki Minaj, Justin Bieber, and Michael Jackson hopped right back up at the top of the charts. I don't know, the other 2 albums that he dropped also had a big decrease in streams. A lot of people are wondering what's going on because Drake usually has a lot of longevity.
I want people to understand, what else did y'all want this man to talk
Come
about?
on, man.
Y'all just wanted him to skirt past it because y'all wouldn't have let it die.
We did let it die.
Nah.
We just wanted to hear the nigga. We just wanted to hear what he. We just wanted to see. We just wanted to see the nigga gonna snap back. He did. He sound like the same old. He sound like the same old Drake.
Albums.
Yeah, now Drake actually did drop quite a few dishes towards people. They were subliminals where he didn't name names, but there was quite a bit of people.
This is every artist that gets dissed on Drake's brand new album, Iceman. Starting off with Pusha T, Drake ends up making a little shot at Pusha on this album by bringing up the fact that he was named in the Epstein files a few months ago, and then says y'all was in the island hopping back and forth, now your name's redacted. Alongside that, A$AP Rocky also gets called out when Drake ends up saying your baby mama ain't even post your single where she at, and this is a reference to A$AP Rocky dropping his brand new album back in January, Don't Be Dumb. Drake also takes a shot at Jay-Z when he ends up saying that he with him flat out saying I'll take the 500k over the dinner. DJ Khaled also gets some shots for staying out of the beef even though Drake was dealing in a 1v20, with Drake specifically saying, Khaled, you know what I mean, the beef was fully live, you went halal and your people still waiting for a free Palestine, but apparently everything is in black and white and red and green. I'm seeing everyone's true colors. Playboy Cardi as well is caught in the crossfire during this album when Drake ends up dissing him by bringing up his brand new album Baby Boy, with Drake saying, baby boy please, I heard what you said to little bro about me, yeah, and when you run into Iceman what you're gonna do except freeze, you not about to squeeze, you not in the streets. As for Kendrick Lamar, he gets dissed all over this album, with Drake firstly accusing him of botting his streams, with him saying, damn, who is this guy for real, 100 million streams vanished, no one got questions. And then in Iceman episode 4, Drake ends up lighting up a bot farm on fire, which is just another reference to Kendrick Lamar botting his streams to Not Like Us. And then Drake takes another shot at Kendrick Lamar with him saying, what was the year you said you had slaps, because I don't remember it going like that, I don't remember one word of your raps.
Yeah, so those were some of the disses from Drake's latest album.
Again, we remember any of them? That's the point.
I do.
I don't.
And he gave Ross definitely deserved the shot he got.
Oh my God. Mr. YouTube. Big three anyway. There was too many chefs in the kitchen. Bars. Come on, guys. Stop. Y'all gotta, let's all leave little man's alone now, man. He did it. He dropped 3 mid projects. Hey, man, it was fun while it lasted. You're washed.
Now, with Drake's release, he's broken 3 Spotify records. So, with the drop of Iceman, it's become the most streamed album in a single day in 2026, and the opening track, Make Them Cry, reached the same feat for the most streamed single. So that's the most streamed single in 2026 because it's the first track on the most streamed album of 2026.
Iceman went #1 in 136 countries on one day. Drake had the biggest streaming day of all time for a male artist with 250 million streams on May 15th. Make Them Cry now holds the record for the biggest streaming debut for a rap song in Spotify history, earning 13.2 million streams in one day. It surpasses Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us, which was about Drake.
Also, the triple album drop also made Drake the most streamed artist in a single day so far this year. So he broke 3 records with this release yesterday.
Also, he dropped that shit because again, he's working on to be the first $1 billion record deal.
The first $1 billion record
deal. Drake dropped all 3 at one time. It forced a record label hand that he worked himself out of contract. Now he's a free agent.
And let that be a lesson to some of y'all that you can get out of contracts by
fulfilling the obligation.
Fulfilling the obligation.
So he fulfilled the obligation by dropping all 3 albums at one time. So now it's a clause in his contract to now once he's out of his contract, he's a free agent. He's going to be the first artist supposed to have opportunity to sign for $1 billion record deal. When that happens, that all the money that was going to the record label is going to somehow come back to him because he's going to end up owning all his masters on all the records that he
and
released.
You still don't consider that GOAT shit?
Yes, other people done stuff like that already.
Mike.
Yeah.
But
let me tell you something. Listen, bro. This is GOAT status. Go buy somebody else. Go buy their catalog. Go buy somebody else that's GOAT status catalog.
Okay, now Charles in the chat said, bro, when Kendrick dropped, everybody was screaming out, turn his TV off and Mustard.
Yeah, exactly.
And this just doesn't feel the same because nobody's doing that with Drake right now.
Thank you. See how short, do you see how nigga is short memory?
You haven't given time.
What you mean?
It came out Friday and the day's Saturday and you're talking about nobody.
When K-Dot shit dropped, immediately people was on that shit.
Bro.
If I'm lying, say I'm lying.
If
I'm lying, say I'm lying.
Just like I said.
I just asked a question.
I just asked you a question. I don't remember Kendrick getting that much. Are you serious? Yes, I'm dead serious.
So, Not Like Us, as soon as we heard that shit, it was like, oh, was it going crazy about that shit? Are you serious?
Look. So what did you think of the actual Iceman album, the main album?
It's all right. I think it's a Drake album.
All right.
It's all right.
He said it. All right.
But I'll say this. We always say bars. Drake was giving bars. Drake was giving bars at a high rate. You were saying what?
I'm not saying I'm not saying he don't have that. Of course. He sound like Drake. Like K-Dot said, as long as you sound like Melody Drake. He did. He sound like Melody Drake.
It says it all that he broke records yesterday.
Of course, because nobody else dropped anything. So he had the whole weekend to himself.
Well, I mean, that first track was pretty dope.
The first track was all the make 'em cry, make 'em remember, and with the Make 'em series, I like those tracks. Yeah. The track with Future, it's Kendrick.
Listen. And like I said, isn't that diabolical that the one that set this whole shit off you are doing the damn song with him. Like real talk. And you ain't had nothing to say about it neither.
But
that's all I got to say.
That song's gonna pop.
That's all I got to say.
That song's gonna pop.
I just noticed how nobody made content about that. The person who set the whole beef off, who album that it was on, who had K-Dot on it, who gave him the intel of what you was doing in Atlanta, you doing a song with him.
But when I saw him call Kendrick's Control verse harsh, I was completely done with this dude. He showed me emphatically he didn't understand the genre or the culture he was appropriating. Then later on to find out he had ghostwriters and he been stealing songs since the beginning. Yeah, best I ever had, he stole that shit. I wasn't surprised at none of it. But when some of his most dedicated fans told me that this album is trash, I was a little surprised because I expected maximum effort. But when they told me he the only writer on the project, it made perfect sense. What's his style, his personality, his flows, his cadences? We don't know because those things have never existed. This dude has always been an amalgamation of other people's creations and ideas. There's no way in hell he could craft a great project by himself.
That was Drake's album. I'm interested to see what people's perception is going to be once they have time to let it digest and listen to it. Now, Charles said I only got through Iceman because I can't listen to the rest because all that whiny ass woe is me rap gets on my nerves.
You know, I hate auto-tune. I hate auto-tune. Like,
yeah, that auto-tune.
Just stop using it. It just takes away from the, you know,
it makes it seem like you're
cool
late
when they started it.
It's
over.
No, it was cool when they started because when they started, nobody had ever done it before.
Yeah, so, well, shout out to Drake. We're going to see what the Iceman album does. I personally ain't going to be listening to it.
I'm going to say this. The album, of course, is overhyped.
Of course.
And overhated. It's just how it is, and we knew that was
that's why the numbers is pretty much inflated.
Overhyped and overhated.
Yeah,
that's cool. That's cool. Shout out to the Iceman.
Yes, shout out to the Iceman.